After we created CreateEngine, our own engine, we knew that it's possible to rewrite the streaming to make it possible to make open world games. And we knew in The Witcher 2 that we missed only the freedom of the exploration. And I think that it was a good job, but we missed these huge locations and fresh breath of the players, because they was put into the story and they couldn't just run away and do something else. And now players can explore the world how they want to, and they can explore the story how they want to.
I actually remember talks during the production of The Witcher 2 about why not implement a horse, because we actually could do that, but the landscapes were not big enough, to really experience the horse. So we thought that for the next game it would be really cool if we could have those mechanisms in game, because fans very often wrote on forums that, always in the books Geralt has his horse, he always called Roach. So it was an important element of the books, right? So we thought it would be cool to have it.
We are players also, and we loved, RPG games and open world games, but I think that
everyone in the studio played Skyrim, for example.
Yeah, but I think that the lessons we learn on Skyrim is that you need to care about immersion with the game all the time. You can't show that you got some generic solutions or generic stuff in the game. And in Skyrim, it was generic. You could make the same quest a few times, and every time NPC didn't spot that you make it for him previously. In my opinion, to make this immersion, every quest needs to be designed this way that NPC reacts for what you are doing. Why, for example, this immersion is better in The Witcher 2? Because every choice got its own consequences. You see how change, the life of the people, and you can speak with them about it. Sometimes they are, angry on you. Sometimes they are happy with what you are doing, but you see that they live and they can be real. And the second thing, if I'm thinking about Skyrim, is that they don't get very good characters, as I said before. And I tried to remember, 5 characters from the Skyrim and name them from my memory, and I can't. Because this storyline is very generic, and exploring of the world is cool, but I think that they missed it. And for sure, we need to learn from them how to make open world, how to make this feeling of open world, how to build the world to make these huge vistas, and in the same time fill it with dungeons or adventures or stuff you can do in this world. But I think that when we combine it with our knowledge from the previous games, it will be, perfect RPG.
In my opinion, they did a great job of making those really good vistas and very good, spots on the location that when you see them, you feel the motivation to go to that place and, explore it. For example, I always have in my head this picture that when I leave this first episode of the game, and go into open field and see a city, probably, I think it was called Whiterun, in the middle of this, plains, and you saw that mountains in the distance with clouds around them, It really gave you this feeling that this world is huge, right? The problem is combining a cinematic experience, right? So, for example, those really well-directed dialogues, cutscenes, which has to take place in a certain spot on the location, right? With freedom and, not making boundaries for the players, because that's always an issue if you do the story-driven game. I played few games that tried to do that. For example, Fallout New Vegas. They had a really good storyline, in my opinion, and they had their own open world. They didn't have too much cutscenes, but it clicked a little bit in there, but still I felt that something was missing, I don't know if it was caused by the tools or something else, but it just showed me that it's a really big challenge, for the developers. We have already implemented a large part of our game, and I think that we have kept the good elements of the pacing of The Witcher 2, right? And combined it with these open world solutions.
we decide to change some of motivations of the player, because in The Witcher 2 it was also like this, that you get the quest, you got the goal you need to do, and you go to the mapping and do this goal. And now we want to get these interest points on the locations, things you see and you want to go there, and we will care to put there also always something interesting. You know, start the quest in this place because you go there, and say the history of this place and about events. You know, because it's very important to reward player for exploring the world. It shouldn't be like this, that you need to find something interesting in this world and you know running and searching for it, like in, for example, Assassin's Creed 3. I finished it 2 weeks ago, and when I play main storyline I got things to do, but if I tried to search for side quests, it was also always, you know, generic stuff. I didn't get this immersion in this world because of it.
Well, you know, we were making the Cyberpunk game,
Yeah.
an open world game, and it's not a coincidence really.
We hope that it's like with The Witcher first. We opened Pandora box now, but we create tools for making open world games. We get experience how to make it, and we'll try to upgrade our experience and our games, you know, in the future. And everyone likes open world games. I think it's, you know, we should go this way. You know.